You started to wonder, didn't you?
I was completely, like, I was all for it. I was like, Smeb, yep, Garen makes some sense. But no, it's going to be the Rumble, of course, because that has been left up. Lots of magic damage now coming out of KT, but that can be made up for by, you know, a percentage of the Cogmore damage. He does a lot of magic damage himself, actually.
To be clear to the viewers, this is a draft from KT that is saying, we just want to play what we want to play. They're not in any way respecting counter picks, taking Rumble into Gnar when Gnar wins the laning matchup pretty hard after a couple of items can be a split push threat. Blind picking the Talia when there are obvious counters, including Syndra, which fits the wheelhouse of E into a T. This is a confidence draft from KT, which can be a bit of a double-edged sword. If they go out, they win confidently in 25 to 30 minutes, you just say, okay, KT Rolster in rare form. But this is KT taking multiple gambits and also giving us our first visit in the jungle of the Skarner for 2017.
And I don't think this is necessarily a troll pick Skarner as well, because like you mentioned, the buff of the Cinderhulk, definitely a thing that has brought a lot of these old tanks back into the meta. And I like the idea of just basically snatching anyone with the Impale and having Cogmore roast them on their way back to the team. Like, it does make sense as far as how the composition could work.
You can do some gymnastics about almost any pick. I just think that with the way they've selected it, with the wild growth synergy, there's some opportunities about it, but it could have just been Gragas, and to me that would have been even cleaner.
Yep.
And got pressured. Skarner wouldn't provide a lot, so maybe a bit more insight into why they went the Rumble route.
Or maybe it's just that Smeb really didn't want to play it as Beyond. He's going to flash into the cocoon, but Pawn not going to get hit by that one. Teleport has been brought out as KT move everyone to the mid lane. And now Beyond is more than dead. So much damage. First blood goes to Smeb. It's a party. KT just wanted to have everyone involved.
And that's probably the first time I've seen an in-combat, basically, Weaver's Wall. You can't actually value Corki if he's forced to stay in the mid lane. So maybe trying to crash a side lane turret and rotate the Corki to a side lane might be the way for MVP.
Well, Mata is in a lot of trouble. Doesn't have the wild growth just yet as the heal is coming through. They're trying to get the kill, and Max is going to pick it up and battle dance out, and that's just a 2 versus 2 kill.
At level
MVP
5.
on the bottom lane, yeah.
At level 5, able to just walk up, nothing flash.
Yeah, the pineapples are down now as there's the flash impale. Not a lot you can do to try and get out of the way of that one, ADD, and Score is going to pick up the kill. That's the power of Skarner. You feel pretty bad when you're trapped in that ultimate.
And AD was looking for a minion wave to jump to, but the timing of the gank as Smeb was overheating and as there was no minion wave for that, we know he'll go there eventually. Finally, the bottom turret goes down, but here's the answering attempt.
Yeah, I have a feeling ADD is going to be in a lot of trouble as Mato's just tanking up the turret. The Impale comes in and just dragged up the pineapples and take by, though, and should be able to get themselves the Rift Herald as well, as Mato's just wizard wanding. Harold is there's the flash impale. Another equalizer comes in. They've got walls everywhere as Max is just going to evaporate now. Mato looking for the flash, gets in there, finds her slow, Beyond slowed as well. We said hard CC was a problem, but the soft CC certainly there for KT as they're taking a lot of damage. Smeb has the heal from Depth though, who's still chasing after Ian, and they're so low on the side of MB Kill. Could potentially find one here as ADD's stunned up. Pawn gets the flick back as well. Just scooped in. That's going to be the flash, but I have a feeling he's not going to escape as Mata is on his way down, and Mega Gnar not going to save him from that. So Score grabs his 3rd kill of the game and sticks on. And it's fun, Papa Smithy.
I think it's a past tense thing.
Well, so are the KT members waiting in this brush because that's an exploded Mata. Impale does come in. Beyond is able to get up there though as Pawn wants to find the flick. Lots of damages. There's the flash out of the way of the Gnar, and Beyond is just going to burn down on the equalizer. I thought he might actually escape, but doesn't happen. Now Ian has to flash, but the harpoons landing from Smeb. Thankfully, the Valkyrie's there to get him out to safety, and that's going to be a 1-for-1. As KT are able to answer back.
A flash Valkyrie, no less, though, Atlas. It looked like it was a flash from Smeb, but on inspection, just trying to get the maximum amount of distance. So check, not getting one yet, but a lot of damage from Deft.
Yeah, I think that's why the rapid fire cannon came in. Maha took so much damage. There's going to be the slow. He's not even going to use the Impale. Doesn't need it, and that's just too easy. As soon as Featherstorm's done, the fact that that flash wasn't there means his players. If he likes a build, he likes a build. As Mata and Deft waiting to try and get a flank in here. Only 3 versus 2 as Beyond takes a lot of damage, but in comes Smeb. Wants to find the equalizer, a really good position. As Maha has to just walk all the way down, it takes half his health bar, and in comes Pawn. There's the flick, and it's going to be avoided by Maha, but the ultimate not doing a whole lot of damage as KT have them about where they want him. Beyond's going to be the first one to go down as Deft is at full health. Not a lot of mana, but he just needs the auto attacks to make things happen. There's the scoop on ADD. He's going to have his own scoop back, but it's the double kill for Deft, as they now have 2 on the board and haven't lost anyone.
Such a pleasure to have the 2 best Rumble.
Just utilize this to move back towards the mid lane. They have all of the vision, inside track, so these inner turrets should fall relatively easily. Good knock up there, as Deft should be in trouble, almost able to respond as ADD's in trouble. In goes in, it's a double kill now for Maha, as MVP are fighting back nicely, and that will stall this Baron play out. Nice.
Yeah, mistake from Score. He didn't notice the QSS was completed onto Maha. Went in for the...
He's a diver. Here's the teleport. Big flank
deep.
coming in from ADD.
He's got a
exactly
good
right.
Narbar, though.
Yeah, great position. Smeb's going to move himself over. He is in vision, though, as ADD moves himself towards the backline. Gets the jump in as Deft's in trouble. Ian picks up that kill. It's another good equalizer as Ian's just going to melt to death. Smeb grabs it. Look at the AoE. My God, KT are ripping them up. It looks like he can kill the Kog'Maw, but who cares? Smeb's just got the damage himself. Pawn there at the same time. There's the flick onto the Gnar. And KT, they leave one alive, but Beyond has to slink back to the base.
Yeah, Kog'Maw's AoE true damage as Smeb and Pawn.
That was what that was.
Were putting on consistent damage themselves. It was really a triumvirate there, Atlas, because it was a lot of...
actual Acathian surprise.
It was, and a lot of threaded volley damage from the Taliyah as the Rumble came in overheated was the big story. They found consistent access to the backline. They delete the Kog'Maw. It doesn't matter.
Well, Weaver's Wall is going to get KT towards this bottom side. Equalizer, unfortunately, not going to do anything, but that's going to be the flick back onto ADD. Gets himself into the Mega Gnar, but now KT, the cavalry has arrived, and they'll have to trade top laner for top laner at least. Assuming Score can deal with this. There's the fadeaway jump shot as far as the Living Artillery is concerned to finish off that kill.
Yeah, trying to leave the kill for Deft, but he missed the first couple of ultimates there. The thing is, there's a sense of dread, there's a sense of inevitability of a KT victory, although...
Well, Deft is actually going to get caught out. Beyond grabs that kill, and this could be the moment. Score going to flash his way out, just going to blast cone himself up into the sky, and now Pawn. Lots of damage, not a lot of health on the side of MVP's members, as KT still have 2 full health carries. Score looking to try and get himself in there as Smeb. Another beautiful equalizer as the Weaver's Wall comes in. Maha will get flashed on by Smeb, finds his way through, but my God, look at that damage. This is what we said as Pawn can't get autoed one more time by this Corki, who Valkyries forward, gets said auto, and now Score's going to fall down as well. Make that a triple for Ian, and MVP finally find that fight.
And also they find the fight before they're in Nexus turrets. A test flash up, remember Deft does not.
The old flanking Rakan trying to make his way through. There's the quickness.
They got
There's the entrance. Massive flick back from Pawn on the back end, but the equalizer's down. KT still looking for it as Deft. He's once again fallen down, but MVP now very, very low, and they're getting themselves into the pit. It is going to be on grabbing the Elder Drake, but can MVP actually make it out alive as they have the man advantage? Pawn, massive work in the back line as Beyond should die to this threaded volley, but it's actually going to miss. Score trying to look for him. Redemption comes in. Marduk not going to be able to grab it, but has set up the kill with that repel as that falls down. Pawn grabs this as Smeb has followed the massive creep wave towards this base, and with this many creeps, the Nexus not going to last long, and they're going to have a heroic battle against 4 members of KT, even though they've killed the Kog'Maw.
Yeah, Super Minion's going to do the rest of the work. This should be game victory for KT. The fight was fought on MVP's terms. They deleted the enemy Kog'Maw with the excellent initiation from Max and also the Gnar ultimate. But if we get a replay of the fight, Atlas, 2 members were actually focused on finishing down the Elder Dragon while the rest of KT could rush down, kill 3, and you wonder if the starting call was right, but the in-fight, team-fight call was wrong, because when you delete the Kog'Maw, it feels like you should have better options, and securing the Elder Dragon, I don't know if that would have been the difference. Very hard to judge. It was a very charged team fight. It goes the way of KT. They have enough healthy members. They finish the game, but this game was a lot closer than you would have imagined after the first 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's just the fact that Corki and Xayah did so much damage towards the end of that game, even beyond